Hello everyone, welcome back to another LEGOxuan video. Today we are going to be doing my second ever review on the channel. I'm a LEGO channel, but I barely do reviews, so I thought, well, I'd give it another go. So my first ever one was reviewing the General Grievous sort of weird hovercraft thing with Mace Windu in, so go check that out if you haven't seen it. It's not that great, but I have a new setup to do reviews now, so trying to get one video out a week, and for this week's one we're going to be doing a review. So let's take a look at what the set looks like. Here it is, all built up. Now I'm going to start off by saying my last video was basically just unboxing this set, and you can go watch that if you want. It's not too exciting, but here it is. Here is the set. Now it looks really good as a display piece, even though it's not like a big set to display, so it's simple to put on like a small shelf or something, and it just looks really good. And I think that this video will help you maybe get involved more with LEGO Star Wars sets, or perhaps you might actually just be interested in this set after watching this video. So let's first off take a look at the box. And here is the box. If you didn't watch my last unboxing video, I'll just explain it here now. So I ordered this off eBay because it was like on sale or something. This guy was selling it for £12, where you can usually buy it for like maybe £17 to £20. So I thought, I was already planning on buying it at some point, and it was on offer, so I thought, well, yeah, I just might as well buy it off this eBay seller. And it said brand new, so when I opened it, I saw, you know, some sort of creases on the box, and I was thinking, oh, well, that's not too bad. That happens, you know, maybe in packaging. But then I looked at the top, and it was sort of puffed up, and I got really suspicious that maybe it had been used or something. But then I remembered that I had unboxed another Star Wars set previously, and it had the same type of box inflation thing, so I don't know what happened there, but it was brand new in the end, because it wasn't open, but it had a massive crack in the box, and I had no idea what happened there. So that's basically the box story. On the sides, just a LEGO Star Wars thing, and a smaller version of the front, which really does like a nice job at displaying it. It has sort of the Star Wars backdrops that they usually do. Here is the number 75246 if you want to buy it. The Death Star cannon. Nice Darth Vader in the corner. The Obi-Wan Kenobi minifigure, or Old Ben Kenobi. On the back has a couple of play features, so won't get too involved with these because I'll be showing you them in person. But yeah, this is basically the box. Now we've taken a look at the box, let's have a look at the actual set on its own without the minifigures. Now over here we have the area in which Obi-Wan actually disables the way out of the Death Star that the crew, Luke, Obi-Wan and Han and Chewie, get stuck in because their Millennium Falcon goes into the Death Star. And it basically, this is the bit where he pulls the lever and turns the thing off so they can escape. So I think that's a really cool scene, and I think they really did a nice job at it. So I'll put like a side-by-side comparison of the area. One of the play features here is that it has this sort of energy core kind of thing, and it kind of looks like the light that's supposed to be shining down on this area, if you see in the image. So if I push this thing through here, it should keep the energy core kind of stable there, and you could just pretend to flick the switch down and, don't know, it pulls down. So I think that's a cool addition. It's pretty solid in there. I mean, you can easily pull it out because of this black thing, but the only way this is going to fall out is if you turn it upside down, and I don't know why you're going to need to do that. So what I like here is this 1x1 printed tile. I don't know if it's been used before, but I have never had it in my collection, so that's a cool addition. They do give you a spare one just in case you lose that. And it leads over here, which is the main sort of attraction of the set, the Death Star cannon. At first, I thought this cannon was the actual Death Star beam, you know, like where the guys stand on here with the railing and it blasts out and, you know, shoots the planets and things, but no, it's not. It's actually one of the cannons that you can see the Death Star pilots driving, or using actually, to blast the other ships that are attacking the Death Star. So let's get a side-by-side picture of it if I can. So I think they got a pretty accurate design look for it. It's really well built. It looks exactly like how it is in the image or in A New Hope. And so first thing that you can see here is this sort of dialing thing. Doesn't do much, but it's sort of like the powering up, maybe. They're powering up the cannon. Over here is sort of like a red, no idea what that is, but it just adds to the colour, so it's not just, you know, dark grey and light grey. On the other side here, you can see it's one of these spring-loaded shooters, which I really like. I don't have many of them, but they are really powerful. On the front, one of these pieces, just to represent another, maybe like laser. Here, don't know what that is, just a stick thing. I guess that could be another laser. And the main blaster, which doesn't fire out, but it's actually that fires out. So let's actually shoot this for once. Are you ready? Here we go. It's charging up. And then 3, 2, 1. Oh great, the white things come down the backdrop. I fixed up the backdrop again. So what I was going to say is that if you lose the flick-fire missile, there is always another one spare here, which you can attach on these clips, which is also on the other side. So if you don't want to have any of them in there, in case you accidentally fire them off, you can just have, you know, use your imagination. There's a laser there, I guess. So if we turn this around here, we can see it from the front view. There's this nice sort of tunnel thing that leads out of the Death Star, or pretend that's in a ship or something. I guess this could be sort of like the window area that they are blasting out. So it's a really nice display piece. Overall, I think it's a really good build. However, there is one fault of inaccuracy, that when Obi-Wan is here, this cannon is nowhere near it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's nowhere near it. It's literally just, he switches this down, it leads to the rest of the Death Star and isn't connected. But I guess you could expand this and move this somewhere else. Perhaps you could even attach it to the Death Star itself, or another ship, I guess. But overall, a really nice, simple build, which I definitely recommend buying. Now, this is probably the part you've all been waiting for, the minifigure reviews. Now, I'm going to start off, before reviewing the individual minifigures, is that I'm going to say it's pretty easy to get these minifigures with this set now. So, if you don't want to pay, you know, too much for a land speeder to get old Ben Kenobi, or not sure what other sets the Death Star pilot, cannon, controller guy comes in, but it's an easy way to get him in this set. So let's take a look at him first. Now, this is really accurate to what he looks like, or they look like, in the actual film. So if I get a side view of his, now let's get sort of on a wonk view here, like that, and I'll get a side-by-side comparison. The mask, they did a really nice job with this mold. You can see that there is a bit of printing on there with the Empire logo. And on the side, there is even small details here, a red and blue thing, which is actually on the helmet in the actual films. On the back, just a plain smooth thing, and on this side, nothing. So, they did a really accurate job. They didn't have to add this, you know, but they made it even better of a minifigure than it already is. So the torso here is pretty plain, but at least it's got detail. It didn't just come with like a black sort of torso. On the arms, nothing on there. Don't know what they could have added, but that's alright. On the back, kind of reminds me of Kylo Ren's torso on the back. And the blaster is one of those classic Star Wars handgun blasters. Not a stud shooter, which I like these ones better, so that's really good. And the legs, they added even leg printing, if this focuses. They add leg printing, which is really good. It, you know, adds more to the minifigure, not just plain legs, because that would have looked pretty bad with plain black legs. So that is the Death Star cannon pilot. Let's move on to the next one. We have old Ben Kenobi. Now, this is a pretty simple original design of him. Nothing has changed really much from the older ones and the newer ones, but you can definitely see that the minifig printing has gotten better and there is a bit more detail. So first off, let's remove the lightsaber because I'm sure you know what the LEGO Star Wars lightsabers look like. It's pretty simple, it's always been the same. Not a chrome hilt though, so I guess that's kind of changed. Let's have a look at this new hood piece first. Now, it looks really good. I've seen a lot of people say that it's not great, they prefer the old ones, and some people have said that they like this one better. Now, I'm kind of split between the middle because some characters would work really well with this hood. People like Emperor Palpatine and the Scarecrow. So it depends on the minifigure really, but I think it kind of works really well for Jedi because they have the sort of the hanging over hood. So really nice new mold for the hood piece. I haven't got one of these yet, but really excited to have a look at it. Next up is old Ben Kenobi's just plain face. Now, don't really know what they have changed from the older ones, but I've noticed that they have sort of a white area of beard, which adds even more detail to Alec Guinness's Obi-Wan. Nothing on the back, just a plain head. And this cape piece, which has caught my eye, is a different material to the newer ones. Now, if you remember, if you have the older, you know, Lego Batman sets perhaps, or like Lego Superman, they used to have sort of a rougher cape which would bend in place, and if, you know, held long enough there, they could actually fold, and they became really sort of tattered, and sort of cotton wire bits came out of the cape over time, but they then switched to the newer cape, which was more of like a really soft design, which I kind of liked, but then I preferred the old ones, and now they've done a minifigure cape, which is sort of in between it. So I don't know what's happened there. I don't know how new this is, but it's in between it. So it feels like the older ones, but it's more flexible. So I actually kind of like these new ones. I think they should keep them for the rest of the minifigures. I don't think they should go back to the older ones or the new ones, but this is probably the right way to go. Underneath the cape, nothing too exciting, just adding more detail with the belt that goes right around but cuts off on the side. I think they really should do side printing. It will add more and it just looks so much better. On the torso, classic Jedi robes, but there's even scratch marks on his golden belt, which I think that really adds to the minifigure. No arm printing and no leg printing, obviously unlike the Death Star pilot. So that's going to be the end of the minifigure area of the review. Here is the set all built up finally again. So that's going to be the end of my review, well, my second ever review. If you enjoyed it, please remember to hit the like button and make sure to subscribe to the channel because, well, I'm trying to get to 30 subscribers, which I'm pretty close to. So more videos coming soon, hopefully a video once a week and perhaps even 2 soon. So, thanks for watching my second review. If you want to see more of these, let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next LEGOxuan video. Goodbye.